There were some issues with Paralles Plesk older versions with a security breach that was addressed in September of 2011. It was addressed in our most current version at that time, which was Plesk 10.4, as well as the prior version, Plesk 10.3. So as we stand here in March, every version we shipped in the last 9 months had been patched, but many Dutch hosters are sitting on very old versions of Plesk, versions 8, version 7, version 9, and those versions were not patched at that particular point in time, and this is where the exposure happened. There's a couple lessons, and I think the lessons are both for the providers, the software creators, as well as for the hosters. For the software creators, what we have to learn is that we have to communicate better, and we have to communicate consistently. Like, we should have had patches for all those versions. We should have had a consistent communication, and we should have had all those scripts and reset scripts available at once so people could consistently patch at one time. But for the hosters, it's very difficult because in some cases the hosters don't control the root passwords. The hosters don't have access to those servers, so they have to come up with their own systems. But it's a common problem. It's not a problem of Paralles, it's a problem of the software industry. How much do you tell? When do you tell it? And how do you execute on it to close those holes rapidly? I think it really is about policies and communication. And I think the policies have to be in place that when something's critical, we have a way to communicate to the right people that it's critical in a way that they know what's going on, enough to fix it, but not so much that someone could take that for bad use. So that's the communication part. But I think also in terms of the operational part, we have to have operational ways of changing passwords and responding to this. And every hoster should have a policy for this, and many of them didn't. I think if you look at being on very old software, it's like being on a very old car. And the old car, maybe it's a 1950s Thunderbird, doesn't have an airbag, it doesn't have ABS brakes, it doesn't have all the safety features, but a newer car like brand new Ford Focus would have the airbags, would have the ABS brakes, and it's just safer. And I think newer software is generally going to be safer. And it's going to be better maintained, and the team that knows it is still around, and the team that can patch it is still around. It's just better to be on it.